Alright, welcome back everyone, it's your Code King Zaf here, back at it with yet another actually not so juicy video. Yes, that's right, the video is actually kind of serious, I'm not gonna lie. We're getting an installment of 5 collaboration hunters all at once that can either make or honestly break the game. I'm not kidding. If we're getting so many hunters all at once coming in based on a collab that not many people really ask for, this will have dire effects on the future of how people perceive the game. Just because, could you imagine summoning for 5 hunters all at once based on a surprise collab featuring, well, a relatively popular K-pop group, which I'm not opposed to, but really, 5 hunters all at once, that's ridiculous, honestly. So I'm gonna jump in and cover that, but I do want to see your opinions down below in the comment section. It's confirmed and it's coming very soon based on the brand new roadmap that just got released. You can see right here, the collaboration is coming essentially by July, which is not good, so I do want to cover that. That way we are prepared, and that way we can voice our concerns to the devs, of course. But very quickly, don't forget your support was removed, so jump in and support us once more. That way you can still get the brand new codes for the brand new sports season. We have tons of codes coming out, so jump in, press that button. That way you can get codes like these right here, mana power extracts, essence stones, and more. We have one code right now of 8 more coming out, so just stay tuned. That way you don't miss on the benefits. But also a huge shout out to Nipunk from the first comment to our last video. Here's your shout, bro, and enjoy that juicy Discord role. And speaking of Discord servers, join our Discord server right now. The link is down below. We have hundreds of dollars in giveaways for you and the best community out there, so jump in. That way you don't miss out. And I do want to mention, one of the reasons why I'm doing this video at all is just because I really want to essentially protect the community. I feel like this will be a very, very bad idea, bringing in so many hunters as once as a potential cash grab in a sense. Because these are featured in the rate-up draw, this is just not a good idea. This will affect people's perspective. This will ruin the gameplay experience for a lot of players if you can't get those hunters in question. So I don't think it's fair to a lot of players, and I'm not a fan of it. I want everyone to have fun and pull for the hunters they want. So if these are time limited, if these are hunters that will be meta defining, or these are hunters that we just have to use in various game modes, giving us 1 or 2 effects that we need for a fact, so I don't know, I'm not a fan. I do want to do this video right now so we can voice our opinions, so the devs can maybe rethink it and give us a different way to summon for these characters. Otherwise, well, a lot of people will have a negative gameplay experience, which I don't want, so we'll see. But anyways, let's jump in. I'll cover the notes here so we can get a good idea of what's happening. So I do want to jump into the brand new translated developer notes just because they do kind of clarify that we are getting 5 brand new hunters to the game. It is correct that all 5 hunters are being released based on the brand new collaboration featuring every single member of the G-Idol group. I know this is going to be a pretty big shock for a lot of you, but they are coming all at once. Well, based on what the devs have told us, it'll be in 2 separate phases, but I mean, come on. We have 2 hunters coming out on top, so how is that going to work? Watch this. In July, we have the collaboration, of course, but we have Nearman and we have Sung Jinwoo coming out too. So we're getting, what is that, 7 hunters within that period? How does that make sense? How are we ever going to summon every single hunter? But also you have to remember, if you don't get a summon for them during that period, how are we ever going to get them in the future? Because based on collabs when it comes to gacha games, these collaborations are based on IP licensing, so the odds are we can't get them again unless the collaboration comes in once more, which usually doesn't happen, but I think potentially, just because this IP is being integrated based on music, based on actual real integration, I'll show you what the devs mean, we could see those hunters stay in the game forever, right? And you can summon them later on. But based on prior collabs, I've spoken to a ton of people who have played previous Netmarble games and other gacha games, Shoutout to Rain. I talked to him and he said, well, when it came to Tower of God, we didn't get any return of the prior collab hunters, or sorry, units in this case, which is not ideal. Could you imagine if we have a collab and you can only get those hunters during that period? That would honestly break the game. I couldn't imagine making a guide that requires those hunters and have half the population not have them to advancement or have them at all. This is a terrible, terrible, terrible thing that's coming our way. Oh boy, I don't know what to say, folks. I want to see your opinions down below in the comment section because this right here is not ideal. It is idle, it is G-Idol, but it is not ideal. So, as you can see right here, all 5 hunters are being released and they're coming in 2 separate phases in the rate up draw. why they're ready to put in the customs or make a whole new draw where it's going to be like an event summon where we do get free summons from it, because if you're free to play, how are you going to get all 5 hunters? It just doesn't make sense. Well, the devs kind of mentioned right here, to reduce this difficulty, we've prepared a wealth of rewards so hunters can enjoy both the collaboration and the game itself, but I'm pretty doubtful, I'm not gonna lie. When Shoutout and Harper did release, we didn't really get too many resources, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll see, the devs can adjust. But based on that release of Shoutout and Harper, the devs promised us, they literally promised, we will never ever have overlapping brand new hunter rate-up banners, and well, they did go back on their word, so I'm not a big fan of that. I'm gonna hold them accountable. They lied in that aspect, that's for sure. But to elaborate further, we've released both Charlotte and Harper at the same time. We truly felt just how stressful that could be. While this collaboration will also feature multiple rate-up draws happening at the same time, we are preparing countermeasures for the overlapping period, and we'll do our best to minimize the acquisition difficulty so hunters won't feel overwhelmed. I'm not sure, everyone. Again, let me know down below in the comment section what you think. I don't think this is a good idea. If they're SR hunters, you know what, go ahead. Release 100 hunters if you want. They're not going to be viable, but if these are full-fledged SSR hunters, honestly, we're just cooked. Unless they're giving us hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of rate-up draws, which I don't see happening. How will this work? I would prefer a brand new draw system where we can accumulate like collab draw pulls that you can summon towards that maybe can be bought or not, but over time, over the years, we can accumulate more of to summon the brand new collaboration hunters that'll come out over time. I think that'll be a better idea than using our rate-up draws that are currently very scarce, especially if you're a light spender, free to play. Heck, even if you're a whale, getting rate-up draws is not easy, considering you have to use hundreds and hundreds to get hunter all the way to A10. Could you imagine getting 5 hunters all the way to A10 at the same time? That'll cost on average around 3,500 rate-up draw summons, which, come on. I mean, that's all I have to say, come on. This is not a good feature. No one asked for this. When it comes to the IP as well, I mean, look at this. We've also received many questions asking why a G-Idol collaboration. This is our justification. As you know, So Leveling is a global IP, which is true. This year's SLC 2025 Championship was also held on a global scale, and we wanted that collaboration to reflect that global perspective without leaning towards any particular direction. Since the members of G-Idol are from various countries, we felt they were a perfect fit. So, to comment on that, they are a very popular K-pop group. I believe they did music for League of Legends as well, so they're no slouch, right? They are pretty well known, getting millions and millions of views, listens, etc. So it is going to be good for the game, but it's all about the implementation. No one asked for this, so it has to be good, and no one asked for 5 hunters. 5! I'm still kind of shook. I've had so many people message me saying, Zav, 5 hunters, how will I ever get them? This is rage bait, and honestly it really is. So they mention here again, of course, the G-Idol collaboration won't just be a simple character release, which I hope it won't be. We're working to ensure they are naturally integrated into the world of Solving Arise, so that's one point I do want to mention. I'm glad for that, just because when it comes to collab hunters, they're kind of like a one and done scenario. They come, they drain your money, then you pull for them and get them, and then if you don't, well, you can never get them again. This is common with a lot of gacha games, of course. Some will come back eventually, after a year or two when the collabs renew, but when it comes to specific IPs, they can only get them for a specific amount of time. It is an allotted period, so if you don't pull for them, you will never get them again, which is one of my biggest concerns, of course. But I mentioned here, additionally, when the collaboration begins, we will also be releasing a So Leveling OST performance by G-Idol, which is a song. We're putting in a lot of effort to bring out a wide range of charm, so we hope you're looking forward to it. So that does give me hope that they're going to stay in the game forever based on potential licensing, but that's the biggest elephant in the room right now, where we just don't know where this collaboration is headed. It could be good or bad, so let me know your thoughts down below. I'm very curious. Do you think it's a good or bad idea? Are you looking forward to it or not? And how would you adjust it? Because 5 hunters all at once, having to summon for them is crazy. Even as a pay-to-win player, I am not a fan. So let me know. Drop your like if you agree with me, and comment and subscribe. But also, do not forget to support us that way. You do get a bunch of free codes sent directly to you, featuring Essence Stones, Mana Per Extracts, and more. But on that note, this is your Code King signing out. See you in the next video, of course.